Have you ever talked with your friends about your favorite movie and realized none of you could agree of what kind of movie it is? I mean, there is a guy saying it's an action movie. There is another guy saying it's an adventure movie. There is a third guy. He says it's both. Well, this is actually a very difficult problem to solve, especially for computers. So let's talk about why this problem is so complex. Well, it's because you can't just pick a label and say, this is the right label for my movie. That would be a classification problem. You have to choose a subset of labels that all fit your movie. And the number of subsets of the number of classes is much higher than the number of classes. And actually, it grows exponentially with it. If you have 20 different genres of movie, you would have just over 1 million different possible subsets. And if you were full enough to go to 100 different genres, you would have 1,000 trillions different possible subsets. And choosing from them is an impossible task.
So today we are going to introduce a solution to this problem: eXtreme multi-label classification. The idea is to create an embedding space in which we are going to send the labels. That space will be continuous and will be meaningful. That means that if two labels are close to each other in that space, they will be related and associated with the same inputs. So the idea that you need to remember is that we are going to change the output space. Let's take an example with some movies. For example, Fight Club is both a thriller movie, an action movie, and a drama movie. And Taken is both a thriller movie and an action movie. So there are a lot of movies that are both thriller and action movie. So in the new embedding space, both labels, thriller and action, will be close to each other. In order to build the new embedding space, we are going to use the graph of relations between labels. And if two labels are often correlated, they will be close to each other. So let's go back to our movies. So in our example, the embedding space would look like this. And as we can see, thriller and action are close to each other, and comedy and drama are close to each other. So by looking at the space, we can interpret the meaning of the different axes. So here, the x-axis would represent the importance of the action in a movie, and the y-axis would represent the importance of the dialogue in the movie. So with this new space, we can associate a new label to each movie, and then the prediction learning would be made between the inputs and the new outputs that we created. So what we did with eXtreme multi-label classification is just transforming the output space. Since the dimensionality of the output space is smaller than before, the prediction task is easier to perform.
Let's look at an example. Let's say we are trying to classify the movie Forrest Gump. Now, with our machine learning agent, we will be able to compute its coordinate in our new embedding space. And we'll see that in this region, labels mostly associated are drama and comedy, which perfectly suit Forrest Gump. So, to sum up what we did, we transferred our label into a smaller, meaningful and continuous space. We performed our prediction inside this space, and then we came back to the labels by looking at the closest to our prediction. And that is how we managed to solve the eXtreme multi-label classification problem.